Hello there.
So we obviously know that the Monsterverse is continuing, so I think it's time to speculate on what is coming next for the G-Man. The next sequel coming down the pipeline is definitely Son of Kong, which leaves many of us wondering where Legendary is going to take Godzilla next, considering the rights to use this character from Toho are seemingly always a fleeting moment away from being taken away, but, you know, understandably so. But however, the good news is that Toho seems to be very happy with what Legendary has done with Godzilla. There seems to be a path ahead. A vague path, but a path nonetheless. So where does this leave us? Who should Godzilla fight next? What direction should the Monsterverse head in after Son of Kong and the forthcoming Monarch TV show? In this video, I'm going to theorize all those things and explain why, to me, it's clear as day who the next villain should be, and he may have already been teased. So with all that being said, sit back, relax, and let's get into the video.
Atomic Fair.
So we know that Godzilla has this massive catalog of villains, and really popular ones too, but you know, a super fan like me is going to argue all day that they should all get a film and the Monsterverse should go on for 20 years. But let's be honest, that may not be the reality. We might only get a few more Monsterverse films, unfortunately, and in large part due to Warner Brothers and Legendary's negligence. Yes, I said it, but that's a story for another video. But either way, Godzilla will appear at least one more time again on the big screen. I'm very confident in that. We've seen evidence of new titans emerge in various media such as books, comics, and recently even Call of Duty Warzone. So I know Legendary is pushing forward with the Monsterverse in a big way, or at least on Call of Duty. No, seriously though, if there's only one villain, if they don't go the route of destroy all monsters or final wars, where does that really leave us? Well, for me, the one and only option for the future of the Monsterverse is Space Godzilla. While a villain like Destroya would be cool to see, a kaiju like Space Godzilla would take things to a cosmic level and potentially play on things that were already teased in wall painting concepts transcribed in the art of Godzilla vs. Kong. Seriously, we know in the art of GVK there was a Titan war described years ago between an army of Godzillas and an army of Kongs, and as epic as it sounds, the focus here is on the big flying blue Godzilla painted in the middle. Many believe it's Mothra carrying a Godzilla into battle, but alternatively, I see it as more a cosmic Godzilla, especially considering the context of the painting and the blending of stars directly over this mystery Gojira's head. Space Godzilla is known to fly, and while other depictions always use crystals and spikes to represent the drastic difference between Godzilla and Space Godzilla, Legendary's version could easily blend the spiky design with new innovations like wings. I don't know. It would be controversial, yes, but ultimately it could work. But I'm also one for, you know, redesigns and different interpretations, especially with Godzilla. You know, it keeps it fresh, but I'm probably a little bit biased there. But there was also this rumor for a long time of a deleted after the credit scene that depicted a call from outer space being sent to the humans, which, if it was real, was no doubt setting up either Space Godzilla or Final Wars. And all of this evidence has sort of put my mind on a path to really wanting to see Space Godzilla in live action. I think Legendary may very well be setting it up. On top of that, I'm pretty sure that the after the credit scene we're going to see in Son of Kong will set up the next big villain for Godzilla to fight, or just the next big villain of the Monsterverse. They always have some sort of tag at the end. But taking the Monsterverse cosmic is seriously a natural next step for the franchise to go, especially considering Son of Kong is going to do the opposite by spending a lot of time in the Hollow Earth, literally inside the Earth. So once we see Space Godzilla, we could easily conclude the franchise with a Final Wars Endgame-like movie featuring a huge plethora of Godzilla's best villains. But I don't know, I'm just probably dreaming at this point. But with the groundwork for Space Godzilla already laid out, and the prospect of a massive meteor containing a Godzilla-like kaiju being pretty easy to explain, it almost seems to me like this is a no-brainer for the storytellers of the Monsterverse, but only time will tell. The treatment Legendary has given the Monsterverse is, to me, at this point post-Godzilla vs. Kong, a bit disappointing. We've had almost no major developments in a year since GVK was released, and furthermore, outside of news outlets explaining that the next Monsterverse sequel is indeed shooting this year, we've heard no official word from Warner Brothers, but I hold out hope nonetheless. And I'm reaching a point where I'm far more interested in the upcoming World of Godzilla from Toho that was teased years ago, or the idea of like a Godzilla verse or Godzilla multiverse, or like some Godzilla No Way Home type movie that would come from Toho. I don't know. I could see it. I think it would be awesome. But anyways, Space Godzilla is in my top 3 favorite villains ever. And I'm excited to see what comes next for him when and if he appears in the Monsterverse, with different leaks regarding calls from space that were cut from GVK to cave paintings seen in the Monsterverse depicting an almost cosmic looking Godzilla. I feel that Legendary may indeed have their hearts set on him for a future film. He's almost a shoo-in at this point. A cosmic kaiju is something new and fresh for the Monsterverse, and he could quite conveniently be depicted through cave paintings in the Hollow Earth as the Titan who ended the Great Titan War and was prophesized to return again. So going into Call of Duty Warzone and the things that we have seen with the cave paintings on the wall and stuff like that in the Warzone event, I think that this is very interesting and kind of supplements my previous segment about Space Godzilla, because this is very clearly obvious I don't know, it looks like Space Godzilla to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like I'm just so biased towards wanting to see this villain. But, I mean, the spikes on his back, the spikes on the tip of his tail, and the way that he sort of resembles Godzilla but is also a bit different. I've seen the comparisons to another kaiju. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I've seen quite a few. I mean, I've seen King Caesar, I've seen Gabara. I don't know. To me, it looks like it could be Space Godzilla, guys, but I don't know. What do you think about this? I just kind of wanted to supplement my last segment about Space Godzilla, because it definitely looks like it could be Legendary's rendition of the character, but I don't know. I could just be shooting in the dark here. But yeah, comment what you guys think about this. And for this video, that's all I got. So until the next one, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.